Hello, my name is Li Fei. Today, I will be talking about an important communication theory known as Use and Gratification 2.0 and how it has evolved over time, especially in the digital age. Firstly is introduction. The uses and gratification theory explains why people choose to engage with different types of media and what they get from it. Instead of seeing people as passive consumers of media, UNG sees them as active participants. People engage with media to fulfill specific needs, like entertainment, getting information, or connecting socially. Originally developed in the 20th century, the theory has evolved, especially with the rise of digital and social media. Today, we call this update version Uses and Gratifications 2.0, which focus on online media being used for self-expression, social connection, and identity building. In this presentation, we will discuss UNG 2.0 theory, its development, case idea, and its potential future development. Secondly is history, origin, and background of UNG theory. This theory first emerged in the 1940s and 1950s, when scholars realized that audiences were not just passive receivers of information, but active users of media. Elihu Katz, a key figure, UNG introduced the theory in 1959. It was designed to understand why people choose specific media types, such as radio or television, to meet their needs. Over time, the theory expanded as the internet became more popular. Today, audiences don't just watch TV or listen to the radio. They actively seek out content on news websites, blogs, and social media. And they choose content based on how useful or relevant it is to their lives. Thirdly is evolution. Initially, UNG was inspired by studies like the 1920s pain fund studies, which looked at how media influenced adolescents. However, in the 1950s to 1970s, the focus of UNG shifted towards examining the social and psychological factors that influence media use. Researchers started looking at what motivates people to engage with media and how this affects their behaviors. In the 1980s and 1990s, UNG was refined further. Researchers began to focus not only on cognitive motivations, like the need for information, but also on emotional needs, such as entertainment or connection with others. This helped create a more complete picture of why and how people engage with media. Fourthly is important notions. The important notions of UNG is simple. People actually use media to meet their needs. These needs could be informational, like learning something new from a documentary, or social, like connecting with friends on social media. When people use media, they are looking to fulfill a certain goal or need. Whether it's entertainment, information, or social interaction, this is what we call gratification. It means that media consumption is a purposeful, goal-directed activity, not something that just happens passively. The theory shows that media is not just a tool for communication, it's also a way for people to achieve personal and social goals. That's my part. Thank you. Turn to next.
Next, I will talk about the concepts in uses and gratifications theory. UNG says that people actively choose the media they consume based on their personal needs. Everyone has their own preferences, and they have a lot of freedom to choose what to watch or listen to. However, these choices aren't completely free. Sometimes factors like how easy it is to access certain media. The rules or policies in place and the structure of the media itself can limit our options. These things can make it harder to find a variety of media or engage it in deeper critical thinking. Social factors like class or cultural background also influence what media people select. Additionally, people often develop habits that limit their choices, like always watching the same shows or going to the same websites. Some critics argue that UNG overestimates the freedoms people have in choosing media. They believe that the media structure and the popular narratives often restrict true freedom, which sparks a lot of discussion about who really holds the power in media consumption. So next we will talk about the assumptions. Uses and gratification theory have five main ideas. First, people are active when choosing the media they want to consume. They are not just passive. And the second, individuals plays a key role in linking their needs to specific media. Third, media has to compete with our sources to meet people's needs. Fourth, the data audiences provide helps media outlets determine their goals. Fifth, when studying audience behavior, it's important not to judge them based on cultural values or notions about mass communication. So next is the critics. Uses and gratifications theory focuses on the idea that people actively make media choices based on their needs, but their choices aren't just about personal preferences. They are also influenced by things like how easy media can be accessed, the policies around it, and the structure of the media itself. The factors can limit how diverse and in-depth their media experience can be. Social factors such as class and cultural background also play a big role in what people choose to consume over time. People's habits reduce their ability to make new, fresh choices. Critics of UNG believe it gives too much credit to audience for their freedom. They argue that, despite the theory's idea of freedom, media structures and mainstream narratives often limit real freedom. This leads to debates about who controls media and who gets to decide what people watch or listen. Next one is the future development. The future of the uses and gratification theory offers a lot of exciting possibilities. First, the UNG can explore how new types of the media, like social media or short videos, meeting people's needs. How do these new media formats help satisfy audiences? And what impact do they have on their choices? Second, with the rise of recommendation algorithms, there's a need to investigate how these systems affect users' media choices. They can help people find content that fit their needs, but can also limit the diversity of content people are exposed to. To balance and of these recommendation systems will be an important area of future research in UNG theory. That's all. Thank you.